There's a new thing going around where people are clipping things from xxxtentacion. Now, if you don't know who xxxtentacion is, first of all, were you born in 2020 or 2018? Not 2018 because he was relevant during that time. Probably the biggest time for X. But listen, okay, guys. There are people clipping xxxtentacion videos and calling them corny. Now, this is very disgusting. I don't see why you would do this. It's seriously disgusting and despicable, and you should be held to your accountability, and you should know better than to talk and do stuff about someone who's dead. I might sound like a broken record because I said Empty Out Your Pockets is a diss track towards X, because, I mean, the lyrics match up with xxxtentacion. I mean, it matches, but, like, see, I didn't say fuck Juice WRLD or anything. I just said the song sounds like a diss track. It really does sound like a diss track. I still believe it's a diss track. Still, I do believe it. But. Then, what I think is, personally, this is terrible. You should not be able to clown on a man when he's already dead. Do not clown on a man when he's already dead. Like, X was probably, I think he was the most famous rapper before he died. Like, he was he was pulling numbers. Look at Me had like 200 million views. I'm not even kidding. Look at Me was pulling numbers. I think it had 60 million views before his death. And then, like, it got like 100 million, like, around 2018, I'm pretty sure. And then it pulled 150 more million after, his death. But it's been 8 years since his death, and people are still joking about him and clowning on him. Like, I mean, there's some people like Hoodie that might mess around and joke around. Like, I don't miss X. That's what Hoodie said. But, like, I mean, like, the guy that stole my profile picture and I made a video about it, that. But, like, there's actual people that believe that X was a terrible rapper, and he's like, I don't believe he's going to hell, even though he's done some things that are terrible. I don't think he's done nothing bad compared to King Von or compared to, I mean, there's a few more people. I think if anybody would go to hell, I think if any one of those three rappers would go to hell, it'd probably be, like, the two rappers, Juice WRLD or X. I think it'd probably be Juice WRLD since he really did kill himself. But, he digged his own hole. And X literally died because of jealous people that wanted money. And I'm happy to say those people are going to be in jail for the rest of their lives, but I still feel like it's not enough. Like, them getting executed isn't enough for some reason for me. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. Execution isn't enough for me. Them fighting, like, them getting beat to death isn't enough for me, honestly. But there are a loser piece of human disposal that are clowning on X even though he's dead, calling him corny, calling him this and that. You are a terrible human being if you do that. But like, I watched this guy's video. I forgot his name. I'll probably link his channel on the thing if I can see his video again. But he said there's two types of people. There's the people that glaze and there's the people that hate for no reason. I believe that, but I believe there's a certain type of other group. I think that group is people that just don't care. The group that just doesn't care are both wrong but also right. Because, like, I mean, if you see a video about X and it shows him, like, getting clowned on, even though he's, like, been dead for, like, 8 years now. It's coming up on, like, his 8th year of being dead. If you see a video on a man that you support, or you don't care too much about, you should still hate on that video. You should still hate on it. Now, I'm not saying harass the channels. Yes, I am. I am saying harass the channels. But for YouTube's moderation team, I'm not. Even though they're making fun of dead people. I mean, like, I know I'll probably get my channel banned even though you guys have porn on your website. I mean, we'll talk about that later. we'll talk about that later. But first, I just don't believe that a decade ago, the biggest artist was X. A decade ago, right? About 7, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, around there, okay? Now, the fact that they are looking at those people and calling them corny, the fact that most of these kids that like the videos weren't even fucking live when X was famous. They're either between the ages of 7 or 5. Between the ages of that. Now, 7, still younger than X. 5, still younger than when X started rapping. Now, as someone I was born in the early 2010s. I remember X's beginning and his death. When he started rapping, I was 1 year old. He started rapping in 2013. I was a year old. But when after he got his during 2016 during Look at Me, there was not a lot of haters actually. He had a lot of fans. It was kind of hard seeing someone that hated X. Because you had a room full of like 100 people that knew X, and if you tell them, do you hate X? 2 of them will stand down and say yes. Like 2 of them, literally. X was that famous. You ask Juice WRLD fans, probably 14 of them. But you ask any other fan base, there's gonna be like 30. It was hard seeing xxxtentacion fans being xxxtentacion being hated by his fan base, because his fan base was that massive and awesome. But we really need to talk about this because it's terrible. Make sure your favorite commentary YouTubers cover this, because last thing I want is for X to get clowned on when he's been dead for 7 years. His body's already decomposed, all this and that, He's been dead for like 7 years though. So you need to really. He will be dead. He's been dead since 2018 June 17th, I think. That year. But anyways, guys, peace, and remember, this is not okay to do nothing and make fun of someone while they're dead. I mean, unless you really did not like them or you really didn't care for them. But there's a difference between hating on someone that was against you and someone that didn't even fucking know who you were. So yeah, honestly, that's what I think. And peace, guys.